Ladies and gentlemen, Atomic Heart. Something that I don't really know anything of, but it's a first-person game that's fairly well anticipated, and I could really go for a first-person game right about now, so I'm taking a look at it, seeing what it's got. On the surface, visually, it looks pretty interesting. I kind of like the general theme and overall art style that it seems to be going for, and looking forward to seeing what it does in the future. Obviously, this is on PC. It is also, I think, a PlayStation 4 and 5? I think PlayStation, alternatively. But beyond that, I don't know anything about it. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Peaceful Atom, Local Malfunction, or Armageddon? Probably just... This is difficulty, I assume. Probably just normal. No walk in the park. Some combat situations may seem difficult. Objectives will require know-how, but you can always be inspired by a sense of your own superiority after completing each stage. Just try to stay more alive than dead. Yeah, nah, I don't know. If I can change it like midway, I don't know if I'd mind a harder let's try a harder difficulty and see. I don't know. Why not? I typically don't play on hard, so...
I really love this place. Good vibes.
The Chelomay complex was built from the ground up to be the ideal, comfortable workplace.
Can it, Glove? I've been here before.
Will we make it for the speech?
I like the coin slot on my finger. Look at that.
We can even go on rides afterwards.
Oh, these subtitles. All right. Over people's heads. Yeah, all right. So I played an indie game a long time ago that had that. It was like a top-down thing, and like a lot of it was like sleuthing through a bunch of conversations and listening in on a certain piece of like you're trying to do like investigative work, but there's a lot of conversations in public places going on at once, and it's up to you, the player, to be focusing on the conversation subtitles yourself, because the audio-wise it was like pretty much just noise. Like there's too much talking at once. And I'm wondering if they're gonna do something like that for this as well, or if they want to. Hello, if they just want it to be different. More soda. More soda. No. Well, maybe. No.
Sure, thanks.
I said no. I pressed 2. Oh. All right. I guess I'll have more soda. Jeez. I'm gonna get such a sugar rush.
Looks like
But
another
yeah,
bot got
this...
stuck in a tree. That always cracks me up.
They're still working on the robot's navigation system.
Yeah, I noticed.
What the... Dude, the drone dude looks so scary.
Wow, what a beautiful
What was
day.
wrong with his face? Why'd they make the mouth like that? I think I know what the enemy of the game is gonna be. Ugh.
What's up with your Volvas box entree? They're going haywire. What the hell did you do to them?
They've been like that all day. Number 3 is booked. I need these houses painted, but look at what they're doing instead.
Give me your control code. I'll set them straight. Hold picky, sweetie.
Oh, thanks, Mum. The code's...
Dude, get out of the way up there. 52, you're so slow.
Then. Get to work, you bums. Move it! Move it!
Whoa, you did it.
Get the mouths.
Thanks a million.
Or is that a mustache? That might be a mustache. I think it might be a mustache.
Good morning, my boy. How are you? Did you sleep well?
Good morning, Dr. Sechinov. I slept fine.
Yeah, that's a
How
mustache.
do you like the
Okay.
new glove?
Better than the old one. It's growing on me.
I'd expect nothing less. I designed the device myself. Be careful with it now. It's more important than you might think.
Yes, Dr. Sechinov. I'll keep it safe.
Report to the lab to complete your integration with the glove. I've got a full schedule today, so Mikhail Stockhausen will get you up to speed. I'll be in touch later.
Roger that.
Mikhail Stockhausen. Okay. Interesting blend of names. But like artistically, I mean, it's quite a lot just like A lot of red stuff everywhere, but like, it's kind of a neat art style.
Turbine waiting for you at the airway. Are your orders clear?
Crystal, get off my case already.
I'm pleased to hear you don't have any questions, for once.
You dickhead.
It's like, it's kind of like what Fallout did, right? Where it's like the older style of tech, like 50s and 60s stuff, but like brought into the future. Like everybody just time traveled or something. It's always a neat thing. I quite like, whoa, we move fast. I quite like the general style. I think it's a neat thing.
General of Facility 3826, Dr. Sechinov, is about to begin. Gather in the town square to hear his address.
Town square. Okay. What's happening here? Juggling bot.
Hey, that bot's actually pretty good. Nice coordination.
Did you just praise a robot? I'm amazed.
That's because it's not constantly trying to give me unsolicited advice.
It looks like it's got a massive tongue hanging out, but otherwise... So cool. Alright, so not that way though. Yeah, fine. Yeah, okay, mustache. Alright. Confirmed. Yes?
The pace of technological progress is breathtaking. No sky's the limit. No ocean is too deep now.
You can become part of Collective with a thought device, comrades.
A thought device? Hey, I got one of those on my glove. I'm not sure if you should know about the glove. Is my glove something cool?
Good day, comrade. Come closer. I'm here to help. Would you like a thought device?
It's talking twice.
Time you got one.
Oh god.
Nah, thanks. I'm just browsing.
Why restrict yourself to browsing when you can get your own personalized device this very instant? I can even help you pick out the right unit. It can even match your eye color. Hey, how about a gooseberry violet model, huh? You are polymerized, aren't you?
I sure am. Say, I thought these devices weren't going to come online until Monday.
That's right, comrade. But judging by your uniform, you are clear to activate your thought neuroconnector right away. At the moment, the device functions as a personal telephone set and headlight, but it also allows the user to get used to wearing it on their head.
It's free, right?
Absolutely. Allow me to connect you.
Okay. Sure.
All right, then.
What is this music? I have streamer mode enabled, so it shouldn't be like, I don't think it's anything I gotta turn off. Which is always nice. I never know sometimes with like radios and all that. That's not in the way at all. I do like that it just like suction cups to the side of your face though.
Oh, that's odd. I can't seem to access your biometric data. Maybe there's some sort of malfunction. I'm so sorry.
Ah, don't sweat it. I'm not really a jewelry guy anyway. So long.
I do apologize. Have a great day.
All that for
Hey,
nothing.
you, experimental glove. I get the feeling you'll be more useful than this goofy contraption on my forehead, since you're so special and all.
Is that a
You'll see how
flag?
special I am soon enough. But you ought to refer to me as Charles, the chatting artificial librarian and educational system.
I'll call you whatever I feel like, glove.
It's an interesting zoom. Putting a lot of faith in these robots. A lot of faith. I don't know if that's like supposed to be a flag or if that's a screen with like this weird bloody veiny water effect on it. I can't tell. Oh man. Hi. God. Hi.
Buy a copy of the Facility Herald, comrade. Breakthroughs
No.
abound. Biology, robotics,
No.
gunsmithing, and just in time for universal polymerization.
You can't stop progress, huh?
That's right. Doesn't it fill you with pride?
2.
What's new in robotics?
The the way things are going, in 5 years, robots will be completely indistinguishable from humans. Legacy anthropomorphic models like me will receive a complete polydermic makeover, making them capable of extremely subtle facial expressions. One day you'll be buying a newspaper, and you won't even realize you're talking to a robot.
Man, that day can't come soon enough.
Who's human and who's bot from the get-go.
How about biology?
So, what's going on in biology right now?
Everything, comrade. To take just one example, our scientists have just developed an experimental vitamin complex that promises to increase the lifespan of Soviet citizens to between 100 and 150 years.
Damn, that's a lot of time to kill. What can you tell me about gunsmithing? I'm asking, as a professional.
There's a brief piece on new weapon systems, something about Comrade Kalashnikov revisiting Gauss's work on magnetism to improve modern electromagnetic weaponry. They say he's expecting to increase power by a factor of 3 to 5.
I wouldn't mind taking that for a spin. At a shooting range, of course.
All that Gauss power and probably still can't bring down a lobster man with it. Alright.
Well, I won't take up any more of your time. Take it easy. A newspaper. What the hell do I need that for?
In case you're unaware, newspapers are a source of information.
I've got a talking glove on my hand. Can't I just get the information from you?
Comrade Major, may I remind you that I can display information about our surroundings on your retina? It won't make you any smarter, but it will make it easier to read. Use your glove's built-in menu.
Lousy prick.
Gloves built-in menu. Hold on. Actually, that kind of reminds me. Do we have like a map or anything yet? I don't think so. We're still in just like walking tutorial stuff. Although we're going to get acquainted with our glove from Stockhausen anyway, so. What? I can share with this greedy jerk though. His guitar doesn't need a spot. Let me in there. Outrageous. You know, I do gotta say, it's an issue that I have a lot with Bethesda games, where a world doesn't really feel like it's much of a world because everybody's waiting for you before they start talking. In this game, they're really happy just to continue doing their thing in the background, and if you don't notice it, you don't notice it. I quite like that a lot. It's actually like a kind of moving, breathing world a little bit in a way, because it's not so obviously scripted. Like, these guys probably wait for me to get up these stairs, but otherwise it's like they'll just do their own thing otherwise. Like, these people just off to the side just happily chatting away even though I'm not even anywhere near them anymore. It's nice. A lot of just world building and stuff going on right now, but I quite like that because, like, with the Bethesda game, it's a lot of the time where it's like I'm hanging out in the vault inside like the cafeteria area, and it's just dead and quiet, and no clattering or sound effects or any. Nobody's talking to each other. They're just sitting there waiting for me to get close. Hi. What do you? Ice cream? Ice cream. Yo, free ice cream too. Oh, God, you're not even taking time to enjoy that. Can I have another one? I didn't get to enjoy that one. All right. What a shame. Okay. Let's, ooh, hold on. No, this one's not free. Ew, what is this? What am I drinking? What is it, a shared glass? Gross. Ew. Alright. Okay, I'm getting a move on with it. Let's go through and see Stockhausen and get a UI and all that kind of stuff. It's a memorial thing for a tour.
just like in China.
You've been to China, Comrade Major?
I've been everywhere. I mean, everywhere except for China, I guess.
Facility 3826 isn't all that far from our Chinese allies.
I like their spirit, and I hear it's nice there.
Indeed it is.
Oh. Oh, okay, this is like a timeline. Where do I start? Presumably over. Move!
Stay here.
Presumably over here, 1936. Discovery of the polymer, 1936. Wow. A pivotal moment in the history of science and technology, the greatest minds in the Soviet Union, all of them outstanding scientists, including those fellows, joined forces, forming a scientific group that lays the foundation for astonishing scientific and technological advancement in the USSR and beyond 1937 for that. Oh, the text below is something. Sechinov develops the polymers, a scientific material that determines the future course for human civilization in the Soviet Union and abroad. And then a year later...
You fought in the war, Comrade Major. Did you just remember something?
No, I can't remember shit. I've been drawing a blank ever since I got injured. It's like there's something stuck in my head, but I can't figure out what it is. Crispy critters, man.
Crispy critters?
Fuck.
Watch your language, Major. We're in a public place.
Yeah, whatever.
1939, Sechinov and Filomonenko create the first Soviet polymer-based hydrogen cell. Future of Soviet robotics takes on global importance. And in 42, realizing that his fall is inevitable, the Third Reich strikes a terrible, shameful, I'm being shoved, inhuman blow against all mankind, unleashes a deadly virus called the Brown Plague into the world. The disease kills with incredible speed. There is no salvation from the monstrous pandemic, and existing drugs are powerless against it. They don't look as creepy. 1943, creation of Facility 3826, a worldwide state-sponsored program of industrial and economic development is launched in the Soviet Union. Prior to the Soviet sciences created Facility 3826, the apex of scientific progress and the home of the greatest scientists in the world. In 46, collective 1.0 neural network successfully launched at 3826. World's first global network, bringing together all of mankind's greatest achievements. And 1951, unbelievable scientific breakthrough of the Soviet Union. Yuri Gagarin is the first man to fly into space. Alright, well. A little bit of a alternative history lesson for us to sort of set the scene.
I still can't believe the stars can be so close.
Yet, so far,
As if I could reach out
The
and
day
touch
will
them
come
with my hand.
when all the planets of the solar system
We will
have
reach the
artificial
most
atmospheres
distant star.
except bright eye comrades.
oh my god, I'm running. Help! She's talking too quick. Oh, she's scary.
Major
These
Chai
ones are
reporting for
scary.
duty on Comrade Sechinov's direct order.
Welcome, Comrade Major. Today is a joyful occasion. The birthday of Collective.
Yeah, many happy returns. Cut to the chase, would you? I've got places to be.
Naturally.
So rude.
This is the future of Soviet education. A personal project of Dr. Sechinov's poly-education. Gone are the days when Soviet citizens had to spend years studying at educational institutions. From this moment on, just inject a special neuropolymer encoded with the education you want, a university-level natural sciences curriculum, for example, and you'll instantly become an educated member of society. Want to learn Korean, or get a doctorate in nuclear physics, or learn to play the piano? With Collective 2.0, you can.
Yeah, been there, done that. Skip the foreplay, bot.
Excuse me, of course. Your particular case definitely calls for something more efficacious. Nevertheless, you will still need an initial neuropolymer injection. Comrade Sechinov is expecting you, Agent P3. I've been informed of your imminent arrival. Here, take this capsule.
Okay, so that's like the stuff in Prey, kinda. Same sort of deal, the Nero mods. Yes. Hump. Don't just throw that.
Just upgraded your glove with scanner functionality. Using the neuropolymer as a conduit, the sensors in your glove are now directly connected to your neural system, especially your eyes' polymer retina. To activate the scanner, just make a special gesture. Please choose an object of interest and extend your arm toward it. The palm of your hand should be facing the object. Contract all the fingers on your hand, except for your thumb and index finger. Extend your thumb and index finger to form a right angle to activate the scanner.
Holy shit, bot. Who designed this thing? The Spanish Inquisition?
Left alt. Okay. That's easier.
Demon, be gone.
For your information, that's a highly user-friendly gesture. It was developed by our
Jesus
leading expert in the
criminy.
field of advanced interpretive avant-garde absurdist Dadaism.
Whatever that guy's been smoking, sign me up.
Didn't you say you were in a hurry just a moment ago?
Shut your trap and keep scanning, would you? I'm getting acquainted with the new hardware.
You are now capable of seeing hidden objects. This ability could prove very useful in the future. But for now, please continue with your mission.
What is that over there? It's huge, whatever it is. Let me out. I want to investigate the big thing over there. What is it? It's like a big fat dude with a massive mace. Alright, I don't know. Hidden objects, though. Yes. And also people and movement and stuff like that. Like, the longer I hold it, the more clear it gets. Like, it all just kind of fades in. It'll take a bit to get used to it. I kind of like that it's not just a simple, just like, zoom, and it just highlights everything. Alright. I don't know if there's any hidden objects here. If there are hidden objects, I'm not even sure what it would be. It's not like we have a, inventory or health or anything like that yet, so... What the... Oh, it's sparks. Loser! So bad manners. Alright, moving on. Leaving handprints on the windows, very nice.
By the Director General of Facility 3826, Dr. Sechinov is about to begin.
Mm-hmm. Oh, was that the big thing I was seeing before? I think so.
Yeah.
I think that might have been it, you know.
Greetings, comrades. I am Dmitry Sechinov, and this is Facility 3826.
What the... So loud. Oh my god. It's so extra, everything. Hey, I know that guy.
No, I'm not exaggerating.
Report to the lobby of that high-rise
Beloved Soviet Union has been transformed in the last few decades. Thanks to my invention of neuropolymers on the process of pneumatic adaptation.
Ultimately, it's just a filter that's put on everything, but, you know. It's still pretty cool. I like it.
At last, a network of humans and robots. Humans will be able to control machines with their thoughts alone, and
So glad to see you're taking it easy, Comrade Major. The car is waiting. You must go to Dr. Sechinov's office for the access code. It's been left with one of his bodyguards.
Yeah, that's what it is.
3826.
It's so grand. Everything is so grand.
The neural connector thought.
Can't wait for it all to go wrong. Question mark. Probably.
I love this place. No matter how many times I come here, it always amazes me. It's just so nice.
Our elevator has arrived.
Ooh.
Thanks to the thought
Nice.
you will control robots with your mind.
I can't actually use them at all.
Speed, accessing all human knowledge, and of course combining it with your own individual discoveries. You will no longer need control panels, cumbersome communications equipment, and loudspeakers, documents, electronic notebooks, etc. Thought will replace every single one of them. And so much more. Your potential will be unlimited. Want to learn a foreign language in a minute? Master quantum physics in a day. Memorize literary.
It's a very slow elevator.
This all will be possible once your thought neural connector is installed right here on your temple. All communication between your brain and your personal thought device is made possible via a tiny injection of neuropolymer at a local center for polymerization, where you will also receive your thought device. In 5 minutes. In just 5 minutes, you'll become the future.
Sure, these handles will be used.
Science is power, I tell you. The boss has a way of looking down on insurmountable obstacles. I really respect that.
There are no obstacles science cannot surmount.
Other than an electronic glove that never shuts up.
Here's your vehicle activation code, Comrade Major.
Got it.
The vehicle is waiting downstairs. You should hurry. You don't have much time.
Downstairs.
We can take the same elevator we took to get up here.
Thanks, Einstein. What would I ever do without you?
They're tall. They're very, very tall. What about, can we talk about this, like, crashed plane sculpture thing going on? Like, what is... Why are they crashing? What are they doing over there? Can't listen it. Would you? You are so tall. No info. All right. Okay. Okay, we'll go back. It's fine. Back in the same elevator. Took ages to get up here. Now we're just going right back down. It's a bit too smart for that, is it? Or is it? There it goes. Oh, all right, fine. We're going down.
Sechinov here. Sorry I can't meet with you in person, my boy. The reporters have been hounding me all day. So, what do you think of Chalamet?
You've built yourself a city of the future, boss. There's nothing else like it in the whole USSR.
I built it for all mankind, not for myself. Humanity is on the verge of great discoveries. One day we'll reach the stars. These castles in the sky will be the beginning of our journey to the farthest reaches of the universe. I'm merely helping humanity realize its own greatness.
You're a dreamer, Dr. Sechinov.
Fantasy and science go hand in hand. Most modern inventions were described long ago in science fiction. Flying machines, space travel, even robots.
Are you telling me you got your ideas from sci-fi novels?
I got them from the dreams of mankind, P3. Man was born to dream, to do great things. But unfortunately, there are those who wish to crush those dreams. And that's where men like you come in, Sergei. Men sworn to defend mankind and its destiny.
Need me to get rid of somebody, boss?
You're very relaxed about it, my boy. I hope it won't come to that. But let's take it one step at a time. First, you'll need a substantial glove upgrade. Report to the lab. A Tereshkova robot will meet you there and take you to the Vavilov complex. Understood?
Yes, sir. I'm getting in the car right now.
Yes, totally getting in the car right this second. Absolutely. Seems like the majority of the partying and all that's ended. It was just a really hot intro, apparently. Our leader brought us all together, and now he's showing us the way. Father and son, daughter and mother, we all sing his praises every day. We're looking... We would have been up in that room, huh? Alright. Yeah, sure. Cool. What's up, guys?
But it's still an internal combustion engine, right?
Sure, it's a solid machine.
Can't stop progress, though. They're turning out new models daily now.
This one's a gas guzzler. Wait until they're all running on electricity. That'll be something.
Got that right.
And I'm not sure if I like the floating subtitles. They're hard to read sometimes because they're moving all the time. It's not like the subtitle stays put or so, or is like half as sensitive to movement as your animation is.
Please secure your seatbelt. We wish you a very pleasant journey.
Isn't there supposed to be a radio in here?
The entire Soviet Union is ecstatic about the unveiling of Collective 2.0.
Yeah, I just came from one of them. I get it.
The American government is expressing deepening concern about the skyrocketing unemployment figures following the deliveries of robotic workers from the...
We've got plenty of thought devices. There won't be a shortage, said People's Deputy
Clouds over
Alexander
there. This whole thing is like a big
Sechinov,
floating island.
concern in the city of Ozyorsk.
How about some music?
Is it like
That's more like it.
Like those other ones that I'm seeing over there? Yeah, I think it is. Whoa.
I see you finally begun your assignment. And it's been less than an hour. Sehr gut.
Jawohl, mein Führer.
What did you just say?
I said the signal's on the fritz, but thanks anyway, Herr Stockhausen. Dr. Sechinov already filled me in.
Don't you think that may have been a bit too much?
Nope.
For some reason, your response didn't surprise me at all.
Guess I don't have any respect for brown-nosers.
Tell me, is there anyone you do have respect for?
Sure, but respect is earned. Dr. Sechinov has mine because he saved my life on the operating table. Everybody else needs to earn it. Anyway,
so
why
bright.
the hell are we riding a jalopy strapped to a damn robot? Were all the jets taken or something? Shit.
Riding turbines is an important tradition. It's a way to remember the days when Facility 3826 was brand new, as we used to ride these vehicles to our very first scientific complex.
Fair enough, but why is it a tradition to have them pulled by bumblebees? And why do we call them bumblebees when they look more like flying pigs?
Flying pigs? Have you seen flying pigs before? How about flying cows?
Yeah, on the Condor. One time some genius like you forgot to put up a fence, but those cows only flew in one direction. Straight down.
I have a suggestion, Comrade Major. Why don't you worry about your mission, and I'll do the thinking for both of us?
Shut the hell up, Glove. I'm trying to listen.
To what? Is there anything here you haven't seen yet?
I've never been here before. Zip it.
What? How come?
I don't know, damn it. Now quit bugging me.
My apologies.
I feel like our protagonist is a bit of a jerk. A bit of a doo-doo head. Kinda mean. I don't really blame him though. This robot is not turning us away from the sun. Like, what the heck is up with that? We're just kind of sitting on rails. There's not a whole lot I can do here. I thought maybe like if I turned the steering wheel, it would like kind of guide the robot a bit to like turn us a bit, but nope. And now we're going to Silent Hill. So if we're all up above, what's the world like down below?
This is Facility 3826's audio guide.
Oh.
We will soon be
Still
arriving
gorgeous.
at our
Okay.
destination.
All right.
Estimated time of arrival is 11:47 a.m. Outside temperature 26 degrees Celsius. there is a slight breeze.
It's warm. That's very
You
warm.
can now observe
Put the AC
Soyuz
on.
granite bridge spanning Lake Lazur, and two of the facility's high-profile test sites, the VDNH and Sakhalin. These are connected by magnetic levitation or maglev rail. This technology was pioneered by the Chelomey Design Department and a personal project of Dr. Lebedyansky.
So why is everybody like way up high if it's like still cool down here?
Operations of an automated plant, performing robot assembly and distributing machine parts required by the facility's various complexes. Controlled remotely by a collective 1.0 node, a plant such as this is capable of autonomously managing and fulfilling up to 100 orders per hour.
We're not windshield wiping this or anything. And if the windshield's wet, then I guess I'm also wet because it just like brought us through a precipitation cloud. So that's great. Thanks, robot. You know what? Maybe my dude's not so wrong after all.
Computational Center, the main radio processing unit and control nexus for this network node. We are currently flying over sunflower solar farms, capable of supplying electricity to the entire VDNH, as well as the Friendship of People's Park, nearby settlements, and the maglev train lines. Maglev train stations connect all of Facility 3826, allowing
I don't want to be
personnel
wet
to
again.
travel from one
Don't you do
complex
it.
to another with comfort and ease. We are now flying past the majestic Call of the Motherland monument, erected in 1949 to mark the Soviet Union's victory in World War II, and are now entering the grounds of the Vavilov complex, the site where Facility 3826's numerous agricultural miracles took root. You are now observing the Soviet Sickle Monument, designed by sculptors Elena Muhina and Alexander Kibalnikov, and autonomously erected in 1951 by the Collective 1.0 Neural Network with the help of robot builders. Note that this effectively makes it the world's first collaborative artistic effort between man and machine. Our brief guided tour is coming to an end. Facility 3826 is always ready to welcome new specialists from anywhere in the Soviet Union. We are confident that you will be thrilled to live and work in this world of revolutionary breakthroughs and fantastic scientific achievements for the glory of the Communist Party and the Soviet people.
Major, the Drove is initiating combat maneuvers.
Initiating what? For real? Watch out! What am I supposed to do about
For your
it?
safety,
What the?
please do not unfasten your seatbelt until the vehicle has come to a complete stop. You have reached your destination. You are now at Laboratory 8 of the Vavilov facilities. Have a nice day.
Take my hand, Comrade Major. I will escort you to the Vavilov complex.
What in the sweaty hell is going on here?
Unfortunately, I have no information on the subject. All the robots have been carrying out their normal operations until they suddenly became hostile.
What the hell are you doing, you lousy bot? Get your rusty metal asses out of here!
That was really very rude of them.
The elevator is now operational.
Fuck off, bitch!
Our ascent is once again continuing normally. A Drofa towing robot will be here shortly to perform magnetic coupling and take us by air to...
Son of a bitch, not again!
Oh, help me, Comrade Major. I'm falling.
What the shit? Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck!
All this dude does is just swear and be angry at robots, and then a little bit of instant karma. You know, it serves him right, really. Jeez, maybe if he was nicer to robots, they wouldn't go aggro. This could have all been avoided if he was just a touch more chill.